How are you getting on? How are you doing, Dean?
Morning, Kevin.
How's things with you? How's form?
Had to get my audio turned down on the other view. Love your background there today.
Oh yeah, just got the washing out. Alright, you gotta get the washing out. Still a bit of overcast, though it's all white clouds, nothing blue yet.
You doing all right?
Yeah, doing fine, aye. I had is it Alan, and Gareth and Michael on the other night. So we had a right old blather. We went live the other night, so yeah, it was a good little chat, catching up with the lads and that, you know. Still doing
well.
live.
Doing pretty well.
Quite been busy. I seen your was it the morning one?
Oh,
Your morning pictures.
yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
When you get them, you get them.
Yeah. I usually do some long time-lapse sunsets, but lately the clouds have all been gone at sunset time, so they're not worth making a video of.
Yeah. Aye, so weather's been terrible here. It's been nice-ish through the days, but then this past while it's just getting colder and greyer. I think we've had our summer now, but we'll wait and see.
We had been getting a little rain off and on, but it looked like it dried out again. I'm going to have to start watering our flowers again.
Yeah. I've seen the day on the news that, is it China? They've had their, or Japan or something, they've had the worst drought in years and years.
They've had droughts where they haven't been having them. They have floods where they haven't been having them. It seems like all the water has shifted to certain areas.
Yeah. Hi there, MKY. How you doing? Yeah, it's some of the main big rivers are just bone dry.
Yeah, we've had some over here.
Hi, Gemma. Thanks for coming in.
We've had some over here that have had like 500-year flood events.
Yeah.
And, like 3 states over, they're getting flooded, and we have a drought.
Yeah. Oh, we've always got either nice and I cannot ever remember really a drought in this area. I think there was a hose ban about 20 odd years ago. That's about it. But nothing like that here, We've always got plenty of water over this side.
Yeah.
Plenty of water in the Highlands. Yeah. So, are you doing any other flying or just taking that pictures you were doing?
I haven't been doing much flying. I've been doing some flying around the house here, but I haven't had time to go out anywhere. And it's been windy also. Several times it's been too windy to fly. And then
Yeah.
last week the KP was really high from the sunspot. There was one day our KP was up to 7 on the little UAV forecast thing. I've never seen it that high before. But if it's over 5, I don't fly because you can lose link with your controller.
Yeah. Happy Monday, bank holiday there, Gemma, and Indonesia. How's your weather over in Indonesia, MKY? Yeah, it's been so strange weather we've all had right around the planet. And it's getting hotter and hotter in certain places, for sure. I mean, that's the first time.
If you don't mind, I'm going to run downstairs and get another cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just grabbed myself one before I come back out there, yeah. So how's things with you, Gemma? How you been keeping? MKY, how have you been keeping? Yeah, it's been strange weather these past few weeks. Now we're back to normal, kind of overcasting. It's got a wee bit of chill coming in the air, which is nice. I like a wee bit of chill in the air. Oh, to clean my screen. I've just been sticking some washing out. Wife's busy putting it all through the wash and just try to get some dry. Good weather for a nice little breeze for the clothes. I've got a bit of wood stuck in my finger, my hand. I get the wife to get that out. Sorted.
And I'm back. Now I can lubricate my mind and get it working.
I was on for about 10 minutes, near enough. 8 minutes before somebody come in. You come in yourself. I put it on, started it, and I thought, okay, I'll go make myself a cup of tea. I met a friend of mine. He came on the other day. We were in a band together years ago, and I got a blether with him too. That was quite good. He's living in Spain now, so I didn't know he took off to Spain, enjoying the life over there. So I sold his house and took off. Him and the wife, all the kids have grown up. Took off. I think Gemma's still here. MKY, yeah, MKY Net from Indonesia. You planning on going to any? I know you're saying your bike group is restricted for certain things, but you planning on going out about with a bike?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in the process of buying another motorcycle.
All right.
I don't know if you know, but I completely totaled my last one in May.
No, I didn't hear that. No.
It was a completely freak accident. I was, minding my business going down a narrow 2-lane road into my subdivision. And all of a sudden, a huge gust of wind came and blew me off the side of the road. And it was a slopey grass road. And on an 800-pound motorcycle, there's not much you can do but hang on.
Oh God.
And I was doing about 45 miles per hour when I went off because I had my cameras running and they were recording speed. And I got it slowed down to about 15, and then the right-hand crash bar hit a huge rock and flipped the motorcycle and
God.
flipped me off on my back. And I injured this bone in the back of my shoulder. I had on my jacket, which is padded in the
Yeah.
elbows and the shoulder, but not the back. And I landed on my back, so I cracked this bone right here.
Oh my.
And then so it wasn't broken, but for a month I had to wear this arm in a sling 24 hours a day to hold it in the position to heal.
Oh my God. You're so lucky.
So, that kept me out of doing anything for a month, even flying my drone. I couldn't do that with one
Yeah.
hand. And then I finally got that healed up, and then they let me take I had a lot of accessories and cameras and things on that, like that on my old motorcycle. And they let me take all of that off before they took the motorcycle because it was total.
Yeah.
And I had some friends come over on one Saturday, and 3 hours, three of my friends completely disassembled everything off that motorcycle. So I have boxes and boxes of accessories to go back on.
Wow.
Problem is there's only 3 years of motorcycles that those fit. Mine was a 2008. And it has to be the advanced package with options to have everything the same. And so it'll fit a 2008, 2009, or 2010. And I found a really low mileage 2010 in Austin, which is about 80 miles away from where I live.
Okay.
And I offered him about $1,500 more than he was. It's at a dealer. I
Yeah.
offered him about $1,500 less than what he was asking for it, and he accepted my offer.
Oh, nice one.
And then he called me back and he said that two of the things they added that year is they added sensors in the tire to sense air pressure.
Right.
And
Same
they
as the
added
cars nowadays.
Yeah, and then they added XM radio, which I don't care about anyway. But anyway, the sensors in this are bad, and he had to order some more. And it's 4 to 7 weeks back order for the sensors,
Oh God.
and he's not going to let it go out until everything's working. So I figured back from when he ordered it, if it's 4 weeks, it might be in this week. If it's 7 weeks, it won't be in till the end of September.
Yeah.
So I've been without wheels basically for
And will you just travel down
since
to pick
May.
it up or drive it home or?
Yeah, if the weather's good, I'm gonna have a friend go with me and drive my pickup up, and then I'll ride it back. And
Yeah.
if the weather's bad, my friend has a trailer. We'll just go up there and pick it up on the trailer and bring it back.
All right.
So
Oh well.
so that's the deal with my riding. I haven't been able
Did
to do much of
you did you
Yeah.
pick up the footage
Hmm?
from the smash?
it. Do what?
Did you do any footage with your smash on a video? Did you make a video with the footage?
I have it, but it's unlisted.
Okay.
But it's. I was talking on my hands free on my cell phone to my wife
Yeah, yeah.
as I was coming in. I'd say I'm going to be there in a little bit, and then I got about halfway back into the subdivision when this happened, and fortunately, the people's yard that I crashed in, the lady is an EMS person. So I was unconscious for a little while. I don't know how long, but
Oh,
my helmet was all scratched up on the side. But anyway, she
Oh.
came out. She came out there and got me up. Started asking me if I knew who I was and what happened. And I, told her yeah. So she saw that I didn't have any broken bones or anything. So she got me up and set me in a chair in the shade. And she called my wife to come get me. And then they sent the
Wow.
regular EMS to check me out. They said, you really need to go to one of these emergency places and have them check you out. So my
Yeah.
wife took me over there, and that's when they found out this bone was cracked.
oh God. Oh,
So-
Dean, you were lucky.
Yeah, I was. It could have been much worse.
Very-
If I'd have been under the motorcycle, that 800-pound motorcycle on my legs, I
Yeah,
probably would have broken one
legs
leg
and
at
all
least.
sorts, possibly.
Yeah, and so I was very lucky. But that's the first motorcycle wreck I've had in 60 years of riding motorcycles.
Wow, scary
So
moments there.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, my son, he's adamant he wants to get a motorbike, and I keep saying, oh, I don't know,
yeah,
I don't know. As much as they are lovely to get onto and the freedom, but it's not you I'm so much worried about. It's other
yeah,
people, because the kids around here
yeah.
driving
You
this, some of them are
you
nuts.
you got to really be on your toes. I've sort of developed a sixth sense when somebody's going to do something crazy.
You definitely need eyes in the back of your
Yeah,
head. Hey there, Neil, how you
and
getting on? Hi, Neil.
and
Just
I I was riding with my wife down the expressway, 3-lane expressway, and I'm in the fast lane, and I'm
yeah.
coming up like this, and all of a sudden I put on my brakes and slow down, and this car goes, whoop. She said, "How did you know he was going to do that?" I said, "I didn't know he was going to do that, but I knew
So,
something crazy
being
was getting ready
prepared.
to happen." So it's kind of,
Yeah.
that's that saved me a lot of times. But you got to really be
Yeah.
on your toes when you're driving a motorcycle in traffic,
I
especially.
mean, even down here, my wife was just at the shop there, and there was a car parked on the left hand side, and she was waiting to overtake, but she kind of stopped, and then this van kind of stopped to let her, obviously let her go through. So she went to go through, and the boy changed his mind and took off. Nearly went
Yeah,
straight right into her.
yeah.
I don't
You
get
always
people on
you
these
always
roads.
have you always have to believe that the car is coming up to the stop sign. It's going to stop, look at you,
Yeah,
and then pull right out in front of you. Because I've had
yeah.
that
I mean,
happen a
she
lot of
was in
times.
the right of way because
So
the
you
car was on the left hand side. She was on the right
Yeah,
hand side, coming
and
straight
yeah,
through.
people
The,
people turn left in front of you too. And they
oh,
just
this guy just thought, "Oh, I'm just going to take over
say I
the
don't
van in
see you.
front and go for it."
But that motorcycle of mine is so big and it's got such good lights on it. It's hard to miss. So
Yeah,
that helps
yeah,
some. But
yeah.
anyway,
Oh,
that
I've seen
that's
some
the story
accidents,
on that.
but you're okay now. That's the main thing.
Hmm?
You're okay now. I'm saying that's the main thing.
Yeah. I can do anything I could do before. All my
Yeah,
arms healed up. I couldn't hold this arm up like this for a long time. But it's fine. I can do anything I could do before now.
yeah, yeah.
So
Here, Neil, I was going to ask you, did you get your house sorted out? Did they come and do the job?
who are you
If you're
talking
still
to?
in there.
Oh, hey, Blind Neil's in there.
Yeah,
And
he was
he
supposed to be
popped in.
getting a lot of work done out in the house by the new tenant, the people who owned it. Yeah, a lot of people do forget it's a privilege to drive. Yeah, you're very true. But it's just some people just don't think when they're driving. They think the road
Well,
belongs to them.
yeah, too many people are distracted. They're
Yeah,
got the radio turned up so loud you can't hear anything outside.
and this on, I don't
And
mind people on a talk free phone. I don't mind so
yeah,
much that.
yeah.
But when you see
Even
them passing
even
you and
even
they've got the
even
phone in their hand,
even though it's illegal in Texas to
hands
drive with
free.
a cell phone in your hand, you can do hands free. But
Yeah, yeah.
you see
Set your
people
phone
doing
up.
it all the time. You see people doing it all the time. They're going down the road like this,
Yeah, I don't get it.
and
I
that
don't get it.
that cell phones have caused probably a
So
lot
many
more
accidents.
accidents than nearly anything around.
Yeah. No wonder the police up and over in the UK go crazy with them. And they look at you and say, "What? What's your problem?"
Yeah,
You know, and that's crazy. Oh my! So what's on the agenda for the rest of the week? Anything planned, or just take every day as it comes?
well, on Wednesdays I have a standing get together with some people I used to work with and some people I'm still working with. It's about, I guess, 25 miles from here to where I used to work. And there's a really good Mexican restaurant a block away from that place. So we have a standing order on Wednesdays to meet for lunch. There are about
Okay.
four or five of us now. There used to be 7 or 8, but slowly but surely, so many of them have died.
Yeah.
Just getting too old.
Yeah.
But,
Time. Just some of them are just thinking, oh, enough's enough. Chill.
yeah,
Do they travel from far? And that's good that you got all that jobs done, Neil. That's brilliant. You waited long enough for that, mate. I'm still waiting for the exhaust hood for over the stove, right? Yeah, I mean, some people, meetups and that, it could be quite a task for some people nowadays, especially if you're older, And if they're traveling far or they're quite all local, I don't know what local is for you, 10 miles, 20 miles, when you've got
yeah,
groups of people joining.
yeah. In Texas, things are really far away. So
Yeah.
people here, if they ask you how far away something is, they usually tell you in hours instead of miles.
That's true. Even looking at your overhead shots, you can tell nothing's pretty close to you.
Yeah.
You got to travel some. Yeah, yeah. And now the wife still works, doesn't she?
Huh?
Your wife still works away, didn't she?
No, she retired in 2014.
She retired, right? And what was it she was in? Was she a nurse? No.
No, she was a naturopathic doctor, one that uses herbs and vitamins and minerals to keep
Oh,
you
I
in
knew.
good health.
Okay,
And
I knew there was a doctor or something in there, but
she did that for a lot of years, and she still does a little consulting from home over the telephone.
okay,
But
just keeping
no,
active that way. Then.
she had an office in town that she closed down in 2014,
Right.
and because that's a pretty long drive, because it's from here to where her office was about 35 miles one way.
Ooh.
Because
Wow.
we live about 25 miles west of San Antonio, out in the Texas Hill Country. If you've watched any of my videos from the house, you see that it's really hilly
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
In fact, my house sits at an elevation of 1,425 feet. And San Antonio's average elevation is about 600 to 800 feet. So
Oh,
just 25 miles west, I'm up in the hills.
yeah. My. So your home point's a bit higher than most then.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
have to be kind of careful if you're, flying over the hills, because you can get out of controller range over the hills. So you got to
Yeah.
go up a little higher if you're going to
Well,
go that
definitely. You have
farther
to
away.
do what you have to do to make it safe,
Yeah.
for yourself.
The
You don't last thing you want is losing a drone, especially a Mavic 3.
Yeah. When that drone first came out, they only had one return to home, and it was what they called a smart return to home. It would start descending before it ever got to where you were.
Really?
And it would try to avoid stuff. It has really good sensors for avoiding things, try to go around or over it or stuff. But there's a lot of people that, it hit a small twig or a
Yeah.
power line or something that it couldn't detect. And so they
Wow.
finally added the original return to home, where it's going to go up to
You can go up
400 feet
first, then. Yeah.
before it comes back. And that's
That's
the
the best way,
that's the way I've got mine set.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty cool. I actually watched the return to home one time. I had one off, and it came back, and it came back and it got where it was, and it turned itself around and landed exactly where it took off.
Okay.
The Mavic 3, if you take off and hover for 25 or 30 seconds, the downward
It takes
sensors
photos.
take a picture of where it is.
Yeah.
And so when it gets back within GPS position, it takes another picture, and it'll try to overlay those two pictures, and it'll usually land within an inch or two of where it took off.
Oh, that's good.
But you have to hover for 30 seconds or so for it to.
Yeah, because I've noticed a lot of people just start her up and then count to
Yeah,
5 or 6.
if you just
Oh,
start up and take off,
they're
it'll
off.
usually come back, but it might be 4 or 5 feet off.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed that. I've done that. I've noticed that's what happens, return to home, because I like to use return to home sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
And then it comes back and it's like a few feet out. I thought, what the heck? But then I kind of realized quick enough, let it hover first and it'll do its thing. And normally it's quite spot on when it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying there.
That Mavic 3
Yeah.
is really a nice drone.
Yeah.
And they added the 3x digital zoom to the main camera, which when I'm running 5.1K. You know,
Was
you
that a
can
new
do it.
update recently, was it?
Hmm?
Was that another new update? Or was that
Yeah,
originally on there?
yeah. About 2 updates ago, they usually only have it 2 to 1 digital zoom on the main one. Then if you
Yeah.
wanted to zoom more, you had to go down to 4K and go to the telephoto lens.
Yeah.
But on one
Yeah.
of the last updates, they added it to 3x digital zoom,
It's
and
still clear.
the quality on that thing at 5.1K is so good that a 3x digital zoom really looks good. I mean, you don't see any degradation at all, hardly from it.
Oh, that's good. Hey, they can only make these things better and better, can't they?
Yeah. The one thing I don't like about it though is that they did when it originally came out. You know, I'm using the RC Pro with it. When it originally came out, they had that ADS-B detection where it would detect a plane flying over and show you where it was in relation
Okay, yeah.
to where you were and all that, and it worked beautifully. I got, you know, planes out here in the country. I got planes flying over all the time, and I'd get that sensor and everything
Warning,
and
yeah.
come up. And then they did an update, and nothing. I never get one anymore at all.
Really?
Even when they fly directly overhead.
That's a
And
bit weird.
I wish they would fix it. I know Lauren Donor, who's one of their representatives in Canada, he was flying his and showing the same thing, and he said, "I wish they would get it fixed." I do too. It's been
'Cause that should only be an update. You know,
they
they've had it before.
they've done 3 updates since it went away, and they haven't fixed it yet.
That's weird, eh?
Yeah.
That's quite a good feature, that.
Yeah, it's really cool because if there is a plane coming, what it does, it shows I guess it's a 5 mile circle around the airplane, and
Yeah.
it shows it moving. It shows where you are. You know, you can see if the circle's going to go by you or if it comes over you. When it starts getting close, you get a little yellow box down here saying fly safe, aircraft in the vicinity. And when it starts coming over you, that turns orange and it says danger, land immediately.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we have a lot. That's quite, yeah. If they can put it on an 8K camera on a phone, there should be no problem to put it on the drone. I quite
Yeah.
agree with you there, Neil. Yeah. No, I mean, over here, the planes are pretty high, you know. Unless when they take off even from Inverness, they're quite high by the time they reach here. It's only like 6 miles, 7 miles away probably from here,
yeah,
and they're that well up before they reach here. But the only thing we have mostly off here is like helicopters and what's the other one? Helicopters and the boys with the wee motors on their wee planes. You know, the gliders.
yeah.
You often
Well,
see 2 or 3 gliders passing by. You
yeah.
know, and sometimes you don't see them before you can hear them. You know.
Yeah, well, out here, general aircraft are supposed to stay 1,000 feet above ground level,
Yeah.
but we have an Air Life helicopter that comes from San Antonio out to a lake near me, and they come over sometimes really close to my house at only 200 feet high. But the
Yeah.
good thing is I can hear them coming from miles away, and they have a flashing strobe on the front of it, so I can tell if they're going to come right over. I just hit down, and that Mavic 3, if you hit full down, it'll just like almost fall out of the sky.
Oh God. What plane that takes off? All right, Neil's got one of these float planes that take off at the lake, 3 kilometers north from him. Yeah, I don't see many of that around here.
Yeah,
No
you don't
float planes.
You don't see any around here. There's not any lakes that they could normally legally take off from. All the lakes around
Yeah,
here are recreational for boats and things. So
yeah. Maybe there is up west, some up further where there's not much scope for a landing place, but plenty of lakes and rivers and lochs and all that up there. So plenty of scope for one to land there, I'm sure. But no, it's not something you often see around here. I'm sure there was at one stage. I know because down here, with that Cromarty Firth where I live, and that water there, that was World War II. That was a well, they used to have all the bombers and these kind of aircraft. Everything was down there. There was big docks everywhere for them. 10,000 lakes. Within 100 kilometres of me here north of Cork. Oh, so there's plenty of water then.
yeah,
Yeah, that's like there's plenty places to land these things, but I've never seen one. I can't say I've ever seen one.
yeah. All the lakes in Texas, with the exception of one, are man-made. There's one in East Texas that's a natural lake, but all the rest
All
of
right.
them are man-made. They built dams and reservoirs for
Yeah.
water for
Yeah. For
cities and
building
things
up.
like that.
Yeah.
There's a big lake about maybe 70 miles east of Dallas, and they built that lake specifically to pipe water back to Dallas.
Right. Because where was it? There was a whole city that got like a whole town. I'm saying city, a big huge town. They actually made it into a loch. That was over in America somewhere, wasn't it? There was a whole town that they submerged it because they needed that area where it was in a gully kind of thing. But they thought, no, if we can fill this with water, it'll make a great place. So they kind of demolished the whole town. I think the only thing left is sticking out the water is the church.
I'm not
But the
familiar with
rest of the
that.
town is underwater.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then they made a dam there and
Yeah.
whatever else is there now. So
Years and years ago, when I was a kid, they built a dam in a lake near Laredo, and there was a small town that was going to be covered by the water. So they actually, before it started filling up, they had everybody move a bunch of miles away and rebuilt the town in a different location. And when the water gets really low, you can still see the buildings from the old town
I
on
wonder
the
if that's
lake.
the place I was thinking about. Is that the one with the church? Oh, it's like a church steeple or something that just sticks out the water.
There is a church steeple there, yeah.
I think that's the
That's
place then I
probably
was
it.
thinking
Yeah,
of. I remember
probably
watching a
it.
documentary about it,
Yeah,
Aye, because they made them uplift the town and shift it,
yeah.
obviously, and
The
demolish it.
reason I remember it so well is my dad was a construction worker, and he actually worked in building that dam for a while.
Yeah. I think we're talking about the same place then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very close to Laredo. It's called Falcon Lake.
right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm just going to grab another cup of tea if you don't mind. You can.
Well, okay, I'll wait till you get back, but I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon. I've got some
Oh, you
things I
can you
need
can
to
go
do.
if you want. I mean, it's all right. You can go
Okay,
if you want. I
okay.
can.
Well, I'll
I'll
just
just. Thanks for coming in, Dean.
tell everybody. Oh, my
I
pleasure.
will do.
Thanks for
And
having me.
likewise, catch you later. Thanks for coming in.
Well, it's always better. It's kind of hard to keep a conversation going with yourself, and occasionally you can get some conversation going, text wise with the people that are watching. But
Yeah. Oh, Neil's there. He's chatting away. So
yeah, okay. I'll
yeah.
see you next time.
All right,
Take care.
Dean. Thanks very much.
Okay, bye.
Take care, mate. Right, who's ever Neil? I know you're here, mate. I'm just going to be 2 seconds. I'm going to grab a quick cup of coffee. You can, chill. I'll put some music on if you want. I think there's some I can play. Don't know if it's to your taste. Back in a minute. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, back again. Oh, the wife was already making a cappuccino, so that was handy when I went in. Nice cappuccino. So what's everyone else up to then? What else are you getting up? How are you up? What are you getting up to today, Neil? What's happening with you? Oh. Creaks and cracks of this. Ooh. Oh. So that's the crack, eh? Just have a chill and come in. Not much here. Yeah, comes in very handy, yeah. That'll come in very handy. Get all your shopping and your bits and pieces and So is it? Do you work yours monthly then? Everything monthly, is it? We're kind of weekly, monthly here. Certain bits coming weekly and some certain bits coming monthly, and never ends. Never ends. I'm still not getting any bin men here. Absolutely crazy. They're still on strike. All my bins and everything are all on hold, all packed. So I went and made got an old cage thing, putting all my bags of rubbish into that. So it's the best I can do, instead of leaving it lying about. They've shut the dump and all, so you can't go down with your car and dump it all off. Bit of a pain in the butt, but never mind. Monthly, yeah. It's probably never enough to keep you to going. I don't know how they can justify what's enough to live on. Never enough. And the thing is, if they were to give you more, you would spend more. It'd be better for for everyone if you spent more. The more we spend, the more the companies get, the more the shop, your local store gets, your shop, whatever you're going to call it. Keep them all in business, It's a win-win, as far as I can tell. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, every little helps, even if it does go up a few dollars here and there, or a few pounds over here. We get there's a Christmas bonus of £10, which is like, I don't know, $12 over there or something. A Christmas bonus. That makes you laugh sometimes. But it's always handy, these little bonuses that they give you through the year. The old poverty line. Seems to be more and more people getting on it, whether they want it or not. Yep, the rich stay richer and the poor stay poorer. That's the way life is. And these gas companies just now, and oil companies, and bragging about the billions that they're making. They're putting the prices up high sky. It's eat or use heat over here right now. Heat your house up or feed yourselves. That's what it's down to now. I have some crazy prices they're putting everything. Cost of living is crazy. Crazy. Yeah. There is a lot of people that don't realise it. Yeah. And it's quite scary. The amount of people probably don't realise it. Oh, I mean, that's all you see on it, like on all the medias and the TikToks and the clapper thing, and everybody's screaming about the price of fuel and the price of food and the price of heating, and It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Hi there, Chris. How are you getting on? How's things with you? How's life been treating you? If you've got a chance to pop on, you can. If not, it doesn't matter. Hi, Black Knight. How's things with you? How's the wee one getting on? How are you all keeping? Aye. Oh. Thank you very much. And likewise, straight back at you, Black Knight. How's things been on the tube with you? I haven't seen many of the locals pop on. I've been away so long, I think they forgot all about me. You're still working away. Oh, that's good. Just figuring out the right times to come on with everyone working and that, you know. I was on the other night and a few people in the other night. Right enough. Just got the washing out and constantly washing here. Need a second machine. I could do a big industrial machine. That's what I could do with. It's like £1,200 for an industrial machine, I think it is. I need one. I need one for all these kids. And my clothes and the wife's clothes. I had two machines, one broke. I haven't a chance to buy another one yet. So one machine for us all. That's crazy. Well, thanks for love hearts. Straight back at you. Yeah. I seen Gladness the other week there. She popped in. My first week back on. Started last Monday. So I thought I'll go on every day. Apart from the weekend, but I might start going on the weekend if I get a chance. Just get back out there, you know. Been away for so long. Health problems and stuff, but feeling a bit better now, you know. So I thought I get back on it. Back on the old tube. I've been doing TikToks as well, so on TikTok. Been going live on there too. That's quite interesting. Any views on the old TikTok? Black Knight, I'm sure you've got TikTok. I'm sure you have. Oh, it's annoying. And still we have Bairnsville, Phil. God. It's 7 weeks of bliss, not one sickness with the Bairns. They all go back to school. They're all dropping off like flies. Ill. Oh boy. Such is life. Such is life. Is it getting okay? Overwhelming. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the part of TikTok. You know, you can just go on live and you blather away, and then you get people to join on, and you have these battles. You know, you don't really need to say very much. Just sit there and say thank you. You know what I mean, kind of thing. But yeah, so many. There's a lot of trolls out there. And the old TikTok can be quite a nasty place. Quite a nasty place. Especially if people have go on there to just try and get somebody to speak to, you know, who are kind of maybe alone and have health problems, and I think it makes it worse for them sometimes, you know. But then you have to be strong as well, you know. So quite strong minded. I think to do these things, to go online and try and ignore it, but it can be quite hard sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be the case for a lot of people. Just block people, and but you know, it's so simple for them to make up another account and still keep attacking, you know, which is quite sad. Because sad life's a lot of them, you know. Nothing better to do than just pick on people, troll them, and be so stupid, you know. I don't get it. I've never done it in my life, so I don't quite get it. What goes through their minds, you know. I always try to be positive and be nice to everybody, you know. That's the way I was brought up. Just makes you wonder if sometimes, you know, were they bullied in school? I mean, I was bullied in school, you know. I still turned out all right, but a lot of people, when they were bullied when they were younger, and they just, I don't know, it turns them, you know, because nobody can actually see who they are. They just do it all online. I don't get it. Don't get people's thoughts about trolling and bullying and being nasty to others. I don't get it. Oh, it shouldn't be time for this to go. It's getting there, it's drying. Could do a bit of heat though. Does it help? Don't think I'm going to get the heat today. Yeah, I mean, I see that, you know, I see that on a lot of the lives on like the TikTok and that. Yeah. Have you ever tried Clapper? There's one called Clapper. Yeah, there's a lot of American. I'm on Clapper. It's just an app called Clapper. It's like TikTok, but nobody cares. Yeah, they just go on. They just do their thing, even if they're doing stuff around the house and that. And then you don't really see trolling in there. It's so weird. You don't really see it. You know, people are just doing their thing, and people pop in and pop out, and they pop in and pop out. I was speaking to a boy yesterday from Houston, I think it was. He was a trucker boy. You know, he goes, I don't come on here a lot. He says, you know, but you know, and he was speaking to this woman. He goes, he said, I think it's the longest conversation I've ever had on here. So I started yapping away at him, and then I said, I'm from, you know, the Highlands in Scotland and over in the UK. And he goes, all right, nice one. Blurred away and just tell me all about what he does, and you know, his job just trucking about and that, and where he lives, and it was quite interesting. And you don't get any of the nonsense, you know. I haven't seen any on Clapper, but if you ever want to have a look at one, just download Clapper on your phone and go in and have a look. TikTok, oh, there's one popping up. Behing likes your TikTok. I don't mind when people like things. Yeah. Yeah, Clapper. And you don't have to have a certain amount of subs to go live. Just go live straight away. The thing is, you could turn your phone on and face it out your window. A lot of them seem to do that. Just stick their phone out the window and show people what it's like outside the house. And they just speak away in the background. Yeah. If they don't want to put their face on the camera. I used to be like that when I first started TikTok. I used to stick my phone out the window and just wait for somebody to come in and start speaking. And eventually I plucked up the courage to turn the camera on myself, you know. But I don't notice any trolling as such yet. But I see it. I do see it on other people's channels, especially the big ones, you know. They were making a lot of money. I was watching a girl the day and she says, oh, it would just be horrible to me and tell me I shouldn't be dancing and I shouldn't be doing this and I shouldn't be doing that. Well, why? You know what I mean? Just because you've got a wee bit of lights and they don't have any, you know? Or check you out with your strobe lights on, dancing, having a drink. I mean, everybody themselves, you know? All she's doing is enjoying life. But no, she had trolls in. 1,000 followers yet? Because I think you need 1,000 to go live. I've got over 1,000 now. My son, he's got like 60,000. Or 48,000, 60, 48 or 50,000, I think it is. Followers. He does this, all these Chinese, what do you call them? Like avatar things and things like that. He does all that kind of stuff. His favourite parts and this, that, and the next thing. So he's got a big following. I think the young ones are in there. And Kim, she's got quite a few followers. Oh yeah, hell yeah, she's got a few. 10 times more than I have anyway, put it that way. Yeah. Her name on there is Scottish Girl Kim. So if you look and put in Scottish Girl Kim, you'll find her. She's there on TikTok. I'm just old Daddy Old 13 on TikTok. We're at about. We got her to go live with me the other day against each other so we could battle each other. It was the first time. She was nervous as hell, but she still enjoyed it. I think she still enjoyed it a wee bit, but it's still nerve-wracking going on camera, you know. But she did she's got a lot of videos on her one. But to go live was different. I've been watching some of these ones. $100K on. Oh yeah. I mean, what they do is, see when you get up really high, I think people seems to be. I don't know if it's jealousy or what it is, and they'll not so much hack it. I mean, I know there's hacking goes on, but it's more blocking people off saying they're doing this and they're doing that when they're not really. They just don't want to see them do well because they're getting nowhere, you know. And because somebody's out there just showing their life, you know, sometimes they can go overboard, but they just do their thing all day after going through the town and, you know, life as it is, and they're making money doing it, so people don't like that, you know. I don't know what's going on. Just because they're making quite a few pounds, there's a few of them in there make about 20 grand a day or more. You know, £10,000 nothing sometimes to them a day. a day. You know what I mean? So there's money out there for them. There's money out there if you want to go constant. Yeah, my kids are enjoying TikTok. Never had any following like that right enough, but I'm sure if Stephen keeps going, he will. He'll reach the big figure eventually, 3-figure number. I think once you get like 100k, you can't, there's a certain amount of people you can't, then you can't add on anybody else onto your, they give you a certain amount of people and you can't add on anymore. Yeah, it's true. You know, people just don't like seeing you getting on. You know, they make a silly pizza video and they only get like 50 views or 40 views, and you do the same thing, have a, doing it your way, and you get 100, 1,000 views or more, and people just get all jealous. Well, it's not fair. I'm not having any of that. Oh, it's crazy. I ignore it. There's a thing now you can put on there. You can put certain words in, and it'll stop any comments with that kind of words in it. So if there's anything you think is hatred, you can put it in, and if it detects it, the comment gets deleted straight away. Even if you go live, you can have certain words, and their comment won't show up. Or a certain person's name, you can just put their name in, and they could be in your live, but they can't comment. So that's quite good. So TikTok are kind of slowly but surely getting things right, but filters, yeah. Quite like the filters, make me look better sometimes, My stream mirrors will give you some decent filters. Right, Neil, I'm going to be heading off now. We're going to do another wee bit around the house, mate. Thank you very much for your time. It was nice seeing you again there, pal. I'll probably be on tomorrow again. Yeah, we'll be on tomorrow. So I'll be on every day this week. And we'll catch you again if you're about. You take care. I hope you get that wee job done that you're still waiting to get done over your cooker. Or your fire. Is it the cooker? Over the cooker, the smoke thing. Hope you get that done shortly. You don't have to wait too long. And go and enjoy your money. Spend. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Keep the hatred. That's what they can do. Forget them all. Just ignore them. I know it's hard sometimes, but just got to try, All right. Thanks very much for coming in, and I'll see you again. Thanks for now. Bye-bye.